Alright, with the new Christmas event in Anime Crusaders, we have gotten 4 new units, I believe, right? Oh, we got 5, including the new Crusader, which I haven't gotten yet, but I'm pretty excited to get. So, I'm just going to be showcasing in this video one of them. Wait, before we get to that, can we see this cosmetic? This is the cosmetic for Toshiru, the unit I'm going to be showcasing, obviously. Shoot. Right here. Right from Bleach. Can we look at this cosmetic real quick? This is probably like one of the best cosmetics because of the way they need to make more cosmetics where you fly like this, right? That would be awesome. So we can go test them out real quick, do a little showcase. Something that I am aware of is that his best trait is Crusader. What's it called? Without Crusader, he's honestly just a mediocre unit. He can do some things, but Crusader will make him so much better because both of his passives rely on him being the strongest. So we can come check this out real quick. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. He's got some pretty solid range. You can place 3 of him normally, so Crusader would be a pretty good trait for him. I guess I probably shouldn't have placed that. We'll figure that. We'll deal with that later. I think that's all of them. So, the first thing I want to show you is he's physical in ice, which I think in this update we got a physical and ice. We got 2 physical ice, 1 magic ice, and 1 physical fire. So for his passives, if Toshiru is the strongest unit in his range, he gains 25% damage and 10% range. So I think this one is getting the buff right now. It doesn't apply for all of them, just one of them, which would be the strongest. But they're all the same, so it applies to this one. He's getting this, which you can see he's slightly stronger than the rest. That's what I mean by he needs Crusader, because the buff obviously only applies to one. But the other one as well is this one right here. Whenever Toshiru attacks, leaves behind a water bubble in that area, which I don't know, but I think is bugged because we can't see it. Unless I have something that is... Don't know. Yeah, but there's an imaginary bubble right there that does damage to you, so I just did there. 40%, and there can only be 3 at a time between your units. There can be other people's bubbles, but between your 3 units, there can only be 3 bubbles. So that's why having only 1 would be better. His price, he's not too expensive. He's actually a lot cheaper than most of the units in this update. And then we can come over here and max out his damage. I think I might have upgraded the wrong one. I didn't. Something that is important to note as well, he doesn't hit air by himself, right? He's not hybrid, but the bubbles that he places on the floor, which you can't see but are there, actually do hit air units. It does 40% of his damage to any unit that's like in that area, including air, which is pretty cool. It comes with a problem though, because if there's only air units, he can't hit them, which I have run into that problem some waves. As you can tell, so like the damage gets actually pretty great because he's doing 100,000, where these guys are only doing 83. So we'll use Mr. Champion here. And now all 3 of them are doing about 100,000 damage, 150,000. And then we can also do the Lelouch here for the strongest one. Where now this one is doing 248,000 damage. Which is pretty cool. As for what his attacks look like, we can see this first one looks like just these little dragons, it seems. And then for his second attack, it's also a circle where he jumps at them and slashes them with ice attack. As for his third, it's a bigger circle where he just jumps multiple times and slashes them with bigger slashes, which is pretty cool. I think that the effects of this unit is really nice, including the cosmetic. Very well done. I really like this unit. Definitely one of the stronger units in this update.